All right, y'all. Professor Malik X here again. And today I'm going to talk about the circumstances surrounding the death of Ashley Massaro. Now, as most of you know, she passed away via suicide by hanging, but not without contributing factors from the lifestyle of working with the Devil's Paradise hellhole known as whack-ass wrestling entertainment. And I believe the 95% contributing factor to her mental emotional breakdown was an incident in the Middle East during a Tribute to the Troops tour. Now, here's a quote from WWE after the passing. WWE is saddened by the death of Ashley Massaro, and we reiterate our condolences to her family. However, we regret that her attorney, Constantine Kairos, who filed multiple cases against WWE, lost all of them and was sanctioned multiple times by the court for repeated misconduct and false allegations in using Ashley's death to further his malicious campaign against WWE by releasing an affidavit that she submitted to the court and later apologized to WWE for being involved with. So we wish to make certain things crystal clear. At no time was Vince McMahon or the management of WWE ever informed by Ashley Massaro or anybody else that she had been sexually assaulted, drugged, raped, or sodomized by a military doctor with a nurse standing guard while on a goodwill tour in 2007 to U.S. military bases in Kuwait. In fact, if she ever articulated such a claim to WWE, we would have reported it. Bullshit. Immediately to the base commander. At no time was there ever a meeting with Vince McMahon, Kevin Dunn, John Laurinaitis, or other company executives in which she told them of such a claim and was instructed to keep it quiet. Now, right there is what you call a long-term cover-up, in turn, which for her turned into obviously a long-term nightmare, which she succumbed to by taking her own life by hanging. Now, WWE knew goddamn well what the fuck went on, and she reported it. And what's really sickening is a woman of all people, after all this feminist movement and all the feminist women's right and women are equal, a woman took part in this incident. Ashley said she was drugged with an IV, drugged where she couldn't move, but was conscious of everything going on and everything around her, and reported it to WWE, but Vince told her to keep it quiet because they want to maintain their political/marketing bullshit image with the U.S. military, which in my opinion is a fucking disgrace. And now with Memorial Day coming up, of course, there was a tweet on Twitter, on WWE's Twitter, about honoring the troops. And to me, those two, that man and that woman, whoever they were, are a disgrace to anyone who's ever put on that uniform. And now there is a 15-page affidavit by Ashley Massaro which details this incident. But, not to bore the audience with all those details, but basically everything from WWE's business practices to signing every wrestler as an independent contractor, and also not treating them for severe injuries, specifically concussions, which leave lasting long-term mental and emotional damage as well, which leads to drug use and depression. I mean, Ashley's death to me is no different from China's. And WWE, the cold-blooded practices of this family of scumbags, continues to market these philanthropist cause. As you know, Stephanie said, philanthropy is the new marketing. As long as you continue to do that, we here in the YWC will call everyone to arms to expose you for what you really are. And Bret Hart even said it in a WCW magazine years ago after Owen Hart's death. If I had that article, I would read the quote, but part of it says, God will deal with them. And trust me, Vince, you, your wife, anyone in your family, you're not going to heaven. Like I said, no justice, no peace. There will be no justice and no peace until Vince McMahon and his family have paid in restitution I mean, all kinds of restitution. And I'm talking about restitution in blood, because they have billions of dollars of blood on their hands and on their conscience, which they choose to repeatedly ignore. As long as WWE exists, every wrestler whose life has been broken, spiritually broken and mentally broken, as well as physically broken, will never be at peace until restitution is paid for every life that any wrestler has lost due to the business practices and illegal, to me, in my opinion, illegal contract conditions of their employees. I mean, independent contractors, they're independent contractors, but they can't wrestle for no one else if they're under contract to WWE. Where's the logic of that? You don't call them an independent contractor if they can't go elsewhere to make money. And of course, no health insurance. You know, they don't pay for your trips, especially if you're mid-carder. You got to pay all your travel expenses. And if you're injured, you don't get paid. You have to work injured. I mean, this is just inexcusable on Vince's part, on everybody. And the thing is, after every death, wrestlers come out of the woodwork. They all knew something was wrong, but they fail to do anything to help. They're so busy trying to stay famous or trying to make money, they forget about their so-called friends. And even the video that some of the women posted about, for her daughter, welcoming her into their sisterhood. There's no fucking sisterhood in that industry. If there was a real sisterhood, they would have looked out for Ashley. They would have looked out for China. Because we all know goddamn well Vince and his fucking family, scumbag family, didn't. WWE deserves to burn to the ground. And every cent the McMahons have generated over the years, over a lifetime, someone needs to take every cent from them and pay it out in restitution for every life that has been lost or every life currently that has been suffering. So I'm asking everybody, anybody, everybody, this is a call to arms. No justice, no peace. Justice for Ashley, justice for China, Owen Hart, Brian Pillman, everybody. So Vince McMahon, you, the family, the son-in-law, we will not rest as long as WWE exists and as long as we are breathing. Anybody in the YWC has a breath, we will come after you and keep sending the message. And trust me, this video link will get posted to your Twitter. This is a battle cry, ladies and gentlemen. Let's unite. And I'm not talking about forming a union. We got to let Vince McMahon know that he can no longer get away with this. He needs to be held accountable. And he is not being held accountable. He just keeps getting richer. And that's the problem. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. Peace.